How are we doing? How are we doing? Hopefully everything's working. You never know. Whew. Just turn this down a little bit. Our lovely display, of course, as always. Our crazy winter display. It's a little bit late coming on today, people, and not long finished work. I had to shoot in and see about my car on the way home as well, so it took me a little while to get everything sorted. I haven't even turned my lights on yet. Mrs. Cruncher won't be happy, but I turned some of them on. Look, my Christmas tree. I need new batteries. I need re-batterying. Out of sync. The sound sync is off again, so it's done something weird, hasn't it? So let me just change. Now, is the sound sync any better there? I've changed it to my second one. I don't know what happens with this, but for some reason it tends to alter midstream. I don't know. The sync is on the picture-in-picture view, but the sync is off on this. I think Shopper, you could have been in first today. Chris is in. Hi Chris, hi Joe. Ricardo's in. Who else we got? That's better, is it? I don't know. As I say, I've got two different setups on this, and whichever one works on the day seems to be the best, doesn't it? So it does look like a upright car stereo. I think it was designed for car use as well. Nick's in. Hi Nick. And James is in. Hotspot. A hot snot, yeah. Hot snot. Hi Tim. Steve's in. Casey Nut Steve, how you doing, mate? Did so, you mate? Well, I don't know about the grease, but we might have a finger, you never know. Still catching up. Was up until 5 AM this morning. So tired. So sound sync was okay in picture-in-picture. That's better, pretty well matched. Yep. Ratuja, yes, the giveaway is international, although some assistance with postage would be nice if it's got to go abroad. Not compulsory, but obviously I'll cover it for the UK, but if it goes abroad, if you'd be good enough to pay the difference, that would be very nice. And welcome to the channel, mate, as well. We've not seen you in chat before, so very good afternoon to you. So Dave Rhodes is in. Derek Taffman's just dropped in. And we've got snow coming down and all sorts. So hopefully the audio sync is right, but as I said yesterday, the audio sync on Capture 2 was perfect. I've had to revert to Capture 1 with, I think it's 600 milliseconds. Minus 600 milliseconds. It's weird. So the main chat, this one here, now this is running directly from the camera, so this sync should be okay. There shouldn't be any issues with this one. Now Penguin Cam's another situation altogether. Let's go to Penguin Cam. Now, is Penguin Cam synchronized or not? I don't think it probably is, because this one is the same as the first one. Sound a bit better today. I've been back to work today, Joe, for the first time in a week. So, did a bit of coughing and spluttering in work. You never know. Picture-in-picture sync. Picture-in-picture sync is fine with Penguin Cam, is it? Because the Penguin Cam and the other cam are slightly different syncs, so I'll wait for it to catch up. So I thought it might be. So let's change that a minute. So now I'm back to my other sync setting for Penguin. So now that should be okay now. I've got the Farter Christmas on the Gerard, how are you, mate? Straight in on Derek for a question about modulators. The modulators. Gerard, he is making them, but I don't think he's selling them on eBay, although there's a potential selling on eBay. So yeah, okay, I'm relying on you guys to tell me when the sync's on or off, because I've got two different settings and it seems to change every time I boot the computer up for some reason. I don't know what it does. I'm definitely in the right scene collection. It doesn't seem to give me a profile for some reason. I don't know why. Hey! Thank you, Dids. We'll have to see if Penguin's got a finger. Baz is in. Hi, Baz. Bob's in. Hi, Bob. Moti. Benji. They're all dropping in now. Let's have a look and see what Penguin's got. It's a bit right up on his head today. Pongo and Percy looking a bit apprehensive there. I don't know what's happened. I did kick Pongo over just now. He's not happy. Maybe that's why he's looking away. He's not happy at all. Let's go see what's in number 15. Oh, sorry, Penguin, kicked you. Oh no, we've got a can. Can we get it out? Please, come on, come on. Yes, we can. We can. It's another Hoppy Christmas. Brew Dog. Not Snoop Dogg. Brew Dog. What are you banging on about now, Graham? Of course, I forgot my glass. Look, it's no good without a glass, is it? Eh? I could drink it out of a can, I suppose. I could be common as muck and drink it out the can. Why not? You know? Why not? This is the one where I wanted to keep the can, wasn't it? Wee, what was that? The Fence Fund. Thank you very much from the Fence Fund. Much appreciated. I had to pay the bill for the materials today. Yeah. How much do you think the materials were on the fence then? 10-meter fence. Shiplap. Not these like slot-in panels or anything. It's like a kit form. Cheers everybody. I'm gonna go in raw. Hoppy. Oh, 6%. It's a small one though, and it's, yeah, so thanks very much whoever Fence Fund was. Much appreciated that. Nice. Nice. So as I say, that is Brewdog Hoppy Christmas. Hang on, has the chat repeated? Because I'm sure Arby said that just now. Have we got problems with the chat? Or is the chat lagging? No, he's just copy and pasted, Harvey. What's going on here? Yeah, you're not far off, Shoppy. Higher, though. Higher. Higher. I missed you, Harvey, did I? I didn't miss you. I said hello. I read back your comment, mate. No, Harvey. Yeah, Shoppy just said, I did read your message. No. Lower, Dave, lower. Fence bingo. No, I know the feeling, mate. I went up to bed early because I got work. I had to get up 6 o'clock for work, but I don't know what time I went to sleep, but it took me hours to get off. Just when you can do the decent sleep. H. Neil, how you doing, mate? Back in the UK, early 26. First thing I usually do is drink Abbott Ale down Weatherspoons. To be fair, that's my go-to drink in Weatherspoons, H. Neil. So yeah, I'm definitely with you there. They have got some Christmas ones in at the moment though, which are really nice. Graham's in, Mr. Video Monkey. With some snow. I think Tim's in with candy. So yes, today we have got to have a look at this radio that's very kindly sent in from Martin in the Netherlands. Nearly missed the hole then. Tell you what, if you like Abbott, see if you can find some Abbott Reserve, H. Neil. Abbott Reserve, that is the dogs. That is the business. It's stronger, it's 6.5%, but where are we? I haven't got a picture of the... Oh, there's lots of naff pictures. So you got 12 bottles on Amazon, look. Abbott Reserve. 50 quid, whoa. Yeah, Abbott Reserve. 0% commission. Look at that, look. 0% commission. They love it, don't they? Any excuse. Any excuse, isn't it? Adnams Broadside. Multi-Sen Abbott Reserve as well, yeah. It's a good drink. Oh, you've had it, have you, H. Neil? Yeah. And God for Weatherspoons. They have got some nice Christmas ales in at the moment. Adnams. Adnams is alright. Adnams is alright. So I've still got a bench full of the 2001D from yesterday, because I haven't had a chance to clear anything up yet. That was a bit of a rush today to get everything sorted. But this is going to be another giveaway. So you've already seen the SW77 that was kindly donated by Chris. This is coming from Martin. It's got a weird sort of, I'm pretty sure this is plastic. I was going to try a little tiny bit of wire wool on that to see if it would come up, or a little bit of metal polish, but I don't think it's metal. I think it's metallized plastic. I might be wrong. I'll soon find out. Where's my magnet thing? Where's my magnet thing that's magnetizing everything? Well, it's got a little bit of magnetism to it, so maybe it's a metallized. That's obviously the screw, but yeah, I don't know, it might be the chassis inside that I'm magnetising to. It might just be plastic, so we'll have to be really careful with that. But yeah, it does look like it's supposed to sit in a car, doesn't it? You've obviously got a big speaker there. You can sort of see the imprint if I hold it. So you've got a big speaker there. Automatic frequency control, AFC. I mean, this radio, I don't know what date it is. We'll look it up. It's on Radio Museum. So, what else can we say? So, FM, longwave, medium wave, and shortwave, which is unusual. I think you pull this to switch it on, and your volume's there. AFC on or off, tone. Looks like it's got a push and hold backlight. Band selector. And tuner. Okay. Got an area with a little red bit on the top. I think we already had a quick look at this, didn't we? But we haven't done anything to it. So it's a 7F-74DL. Let's get you down on the back side of it. Oh, steady. What I do with my cam. Baz has been on a brewery tour around Adnams. Not done that one. I've done St Austell. I've done the Black Sheep Brewery, and I've done Theakston's Brewery, and I've done Tomatin Distillery. You got a phone call all the way from Iceland. Get on. You got friends over there, Harvey, have you? I know what you mean, really. Right, let's have a look at. I'm going to have a look on Radio Museum because I did find them on there. Museum. Log in. Go. Search. So 7F 74DL. Okay, let's have a look at Radio Museum then. Where are we? Here we go. So 1969, 1970. So yeah, quite old. No dreaded AF117s or anything in it though. I think it's quite a high-powered radio from memory. I have got one of these somewhere. I've never used it though. Let's see. So we do have some schematics. Not a bad schematic either. FM tuner block. I hope this works. We're going to be in trouble if it don't, because it looks quite, well, I suppose it's not that complicated really, but it's certainly not a basic radio by any means. It's like our FM section, IF section, FM discriminator. That's probably AM down there. It's all the band switching, oscillators, etc. And then here's our audio amp. So it's got two SB379s as the output. I don't know if that's the ones with the old screws in them, you know, the big chunky ones, I'm not sure. How do we go back? Oh, right, okay. I'm just trying to find the front page so we can have a quick read about what it says. Now, someone's got the whole manual in here, which is really good. I wouldn't mind having one of those, actually. Well, you know I like my Sony manuals. That one looks pretty good. Don't think you've got the front page though. Maybe they have. Specifications, let's have a look at that. Power output, oh, it's not massive. I thought it was more than that. 450 milliwatts, so it's not that powerful. I suspect there was originally a amplifier that paired with this for car use. Yeah. Yes, it's got car stroke portable selecting. So there's 28 pages of schematics. Schematic 1, 1A, 1B, block diagram. I've forgotten the block diagram. It's nice to have a block diagram, but it's one of those radios probably you don't actually need a block diagram for it. But and the ones you do need a block diagram for, you don't get one. So FM front end. AM oscillator. RF IF block. Well, where's the RF front end for AM then? Yeah, it doesn't show the. Well, it says RF IF block. AM mixer then, I suppose. Yeah. So these three transistors run AM and FM. Yeah, I'm surprised it's such a low output. I thought they were more powerful than that. Spare parts list. Okay, we'll get the gist. But yeah, basically 1969, 1970 radio. Yeah, it does look like that. Bizarre, doesn't it? RF oscillator and mixer all in one transistor, used by FM and AM. Fence bingo. We haven't finished fence bingo. 320 was the answer just for the timber. Just the timber. We got distracted, didn't we? Yeah, I know, Bob. Apologies for more Sonys, but this is a freebie, so you can excuse us for a freebie, can't you? This is our giveaway, Bob. I'm sure you'd like this, Bob. I think he probably does, Nick. I was just pulling his leg. Yeah. You don't know how to power it up. Just joshing. No worries, Bob. I know we do seem to be doing a lot of Sonys, but there seems to be a lot of Sonys coming into this place at the moment. So, how do we power it up? So, battery supply is 1.5 volts times 3, so it's 4.5 volts. And it doesn't say what the power jack is, but saying that, that power jack's never going to work. Never going to work, that. Let's open the battery compartment first. So it's probably going to take one of those bicycle type batteries. Or there's a 4.5 volt battery holder, which says it uses 3 1.5 D cells. Yeah, okay. It's got a little D cell holder. That's pretty corroded in there, mind you. And we've got a bit of breakage there. It's a little bit broken, the plastic, so that needs gluing back together. Yeah, we've got corrosion in there. Big corrosion. Big corrosion in Little England. What am I banging on about now? I don't know. What is going on in this place? So yeah, we have got some corrosion. So someone's going to enjoy repairing this, aren't they? It's not me. We've got to get it going though. Let's turn the plinky down a bit. Okay, well, what can we say? It's a radio. Looks like this is the amplifier, I would suggest. We've got a weird, I think this is probably, it could be FM front end, that, I'm not sure. Switches there, what are they for? That's strange, we've got switches inside that aren't accessible from the outside. That's interesting. What was all that about? Oh, hang on. I think that's something to do with... Yeah, that must be activated when you plug it in. To the car socket somehow. I'm not 100% sure how that works, actually. That's very strange. Yeah. Oh, hang on, no. That's the band selector, Graham, you fool. That's weird, there's like one of those big cassette switches in there, so that's going to be a problem. That'll need lubricating. These are Elna, it says, so they might be okay. They might be okay, but yeah, the battery situation is not great. Let's see if I can undo that one. So this is the battery holder. You can see it is cracked there. It's not totally busted, so we might be able to somehow glue that together. Maybe super glue in a bit of tape, I'm not sure yet. But we've got a big old snotty bit of corrosion sat in the corner there, look. And the same on this side. Ooh, that's not good, is it? So it's 4.5 volts. I would suggest that is positive, and that's got to be negative. Let's see if I can hook it up. Okay. So it looks like that is the positive there. Well, it is the positive. Doesn't look like it. It actually is the positive ground. This is the negative here. Wow. You know, it's working. What band are we in? FM. Let's put the area up.
Has been stolen, but our retail and production activities have been severely disrupted.
But before their statement had even been released, the shutdown was having a wider effect. In the fish and chip shop down the road from the company's biggest factory in Solihull in the West Midlands,
It works.
Irina Tora spotted something was missing. Customers.
We noticed it straight away because specifically lunchtimes where we're open from 12 to 2, but come in there, you
Quality.
20 plus people. So when they stopped, you think, what, something's not right here. You know, you see the shop full of
Use
riders
toothpaste,
jumping from,
Benji.
obviously them coming straight over. Obviously we didn't really know what was going on. It was just dead.
Is there any way that you can put a figure on it? Did you, when you were looking at the book?
Maria taught his son the fundamentals of composition. 5, he'd written 8 bars that he titled Indian.
Because more flooding from the Holocaust turn off to Stab. In both directions, we've got flooding here from the Old Mine to Wallington turn off. And still got some flooding at Dunsford. This has been ongoing for about 6 days or so now. It is just passable. It's between the Morton Hampstead turnoff and the Chudley turnoff. This is the B3193. Elsewhere, busy along King's Ash Road at Paignton. We're about 10 minutes around the Western Bypass if you're heading into Totnes, and also still busy along Alphington Road and Bonnet Road, actually, if you're heading into Exeter. Now, if you've seen something, 0808 100 28 29.
David White.
The light works.
Radio Devon!
very scratchy tuning dial. Can sometimes get rid of that just by exercise. It's just been stood for a long time, that's all. Excuse me, but I'm just loving doing this. Well, I don't think we're going to be able to do a lot about the tuning, gang, because it is one of them damn polyvericon things. One of them damn polyvericons. Do you like my lovely, lovely accent? Graham. You've got to stop doing the accents, Graham. They're just not good. There he is. That is what's causing our scratchy. Naughty. You can't really do anything with it. I flushed them with isopropyl before, but that can melt the very fine plastic dielectric between the plates. You can douse them with deoxit. Again, same effect. Might temporarily fix it, but overall it's going to knacker it. The only proper way to do it is to replace it. And good luck if you can get one of those. Pardon me. Now, what on earth are we going to do with this corrosion? What on earth are we going to do with this corrosion? So let's show you a bit of a close-up on the corrosion issue. This is the positive terminal. Oh, hello, we've got a bit of a snotter just dropped down there. Let's remove that one. So I think this, oh no, something else dropped down there, another bit. This metal chassis is going to have to come out and be dipped in something nasty. So it's obviously had to add some batteries in. So it takes 3 D cells basically, by the looks of it. That's the positive terminal. And that's the negative terminal. So the actual spring isn't too bad. That'll come up quite nice. But we're going to have to get rid of that down there and spray it with some zinc paint or hammerite. But yeah. Bill's in. How you doing, Bill? Steve, how are you, mate? You can't put a joke about fiddling with knobs. What is the value of it? The value of the Doodad-A? Do you mean the Polyvericon, Steve? I was trying to see if it says anything on it. I can't quite read what it says. So it's made in Japan anyway, whatever it is. So something -20. There's going to be one with the FM in it as well. Let's see if it says anything on the schematic. I wouldn't have thought so, but you never know. Derek, how you doing, mate? Fiddling with knobs joke. Does it go up to 108? Yes, it does, Steve. It does go up to 108, mate. $108. So it does do the full works. Zinc carbon corrosion poo. I have taken them apart. FM working again, Sony handheld. Yes, Bill, the Sony handheld FM was working, but AM still wasn't working. So we got FM going by just tweaking the detector cam. But the AM needs another whatchamacallit Doodad-A in it, doesn't it? You know what I mean. One of them thingies. Let's try to see if we can get another view of the Polyvericon. Well, that's a lovely view, Graham. We've done a great job there, focusing in on that. Amazing. So those of you that have been brave enough, myself included, to take one of these apart will know what a massive amount of stuff is inside one of these. There is a lot of bits and pieces. You need some strong magnification and some very much patience. Very much patience. What are you banging on about now? You need patience to do it. Whee! Cheers, Derek. Yeah, they can. The problem you've got, and I've got some here, I've managed to somehow adapt them in for other things, but they are very difficult to get to work. You need them with roughly the right capacitance. If you can get one that's roughly the right capacitance, you've got a chance. What have I got? So I've got some here. I've got my selection of Polyvericons. They come in all different sizes and flavors. Some of these I've taken out of other radios, so potentially that's no good. But that one, you know, the problem you've got is the bush that goes through the tuning gang. That needs to be the right size, and you need roughly the right capacitance. You need a dual one. Some of these smaller ones are AM only. The bigger ones are FM. Basically all these are pretty much the same. That's a used one out of a radio, so I wouldn't trust that. They're all AM ones. So that one's AM. That's a dual one, exactly the same. That one, no, AM. But the problem you've got is you've got lots of different size. I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can. I'll hold them up a bit closer where the focus is in. So the problem is this bushing on the end here. Now you can get some adapters, some come with a little adapter. Some are the wrong thread. It's an absolute nightmare to match these up. So, I mean, you never know, there might be lucky in one of those fits. And I've heard of people pushing power through them as well. Anybody heard of that? Putting voltage through it and then giving it some stick? I'm sure I've heard of that, but whether it's any good. 2020 on it, so 20 picofarad for FM and 270. Thanks, Derek, for that. Can you blast it with a jet of air? You can't really, Steve, unless you can take it apart. You've usually got to undo like lots of tiny little things or break some connection to take it apart. I think what we need to do is try and get the thing out of the case for a closer look. Then we can see what the connection is maybe on the back, although there's going to be a pulley wheel on the other side. The other problem I got is potentially we're not going to be able to get this out of the case because of the corrosion. Because the screws that I think screw it on, not 100% sure. It does look like this top panel may come off. So let's try that. Let's pull it apart, shall we? I don't want to take it. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Gerald. Sometimes you can pull them. I did one in a Roberts Rambler once that was nothing like it, but I made it work, and it's a long time ago. I'm going back years now. The thing is, if you don't do this sort of thing all the time, you forget. It's only corrosion on the vanes because they're like an aluminium alloy or something like that. No, do I? Be careful we don't pop the dial cord off here. See if we can get the knobs off. But come on, you know you want to. So we've got one little wire there. Let's just take a picture of that. You take it apart and reassemble. No, Steve, no. You don't want to do that. I have before managed to clear them. But not something I would want to try really. It's a killer cure thing, and if you kill it and it's working, you've got a non-working radio that is impossible to repair because you can't get the bit. Let's have a look, see if the microscope will tell us what that says on that one. unplugged the microscope. The microscope keeps getting unplugged because it's the noisiest power supply on the planet. That's the camera, that is. Not the camera, the lights. The lights, boy. Just trying to see if I can see what it says on there. Okay, so that says basically PVC 20. I've got it upside down. I don't know why I've got it upside down. Let me just take that wire off there. Take the top panel off. Spin it around so it's the right way around, Graham. That's amazing what we'd be able to see. So the model is a PVC-20 and it's made by Ace. Ace Electronic Co Limited, made in Japan. G I take it that means ground, so that's just ground tags there. I take it means those. So you can't see it moving, because all the goodness happens inside. So if you'll Google that quick and sort me a new one up, that's great. Another tape recorder, Steve. You're a glutton for tape recorder punishment, mate. Thanks for dropping in though, Steve, and we'll catch you soon. Right. This may come out easier than I expected. Let's just turn that off and get the microscope out of the way for a minute. We're stripping this radio down. I was just hoping to show you this and then job done. See you again. I wasn't expecting to quite strip it down so much as this. It has a bit of corrosion on that one. Okay, it looks like these lift out. We're winging it now, people. Yeah, okay, it looks like it's going to come out. Let me just take a picture of the wires on the speaker. And the order of those, so we don't put them back in the wrong way around. Where are we? I'm looking at the wrong rate. I need to take a picture of the other Sony then. What else? The phone is linked to the computer, so every time I take a photo it says new photo available, new photo available. You gonna come out now? You gonna be nice? Yeah. Okay. All right. This yeah, this is looking a bit better now. We're looking better now. So that is all now really accessible, which is nice. You can see a bit of corrosion there. A lot there. I'd be tempted to just immerse that in vinegar overnight and see what happens. Anyway, polyvericon is under there. Let's have a look with the camera of the overhead type again. So there's the pulley. Can we sort of get a different angle on it so we can see the brass bit in underneath? Not really, I need to go down. Sort of in, you still can't really see it. It's got quite a long spindle on it, so my one I've got here is not going to be any good. This one is just too short. Yeah, it's just too short, I think. It probably would work as far as electronically is concerned, but you know, it's laid out correctly. I'm not sure which side is AM and which side is FM though, so what do we do? The dial cord is nasty. That is nasty. Well, the dial cord does a bit of a round robin, and it ends up down over there with, where are we there, so it does like a weird sort of figure of eight thing, goes down in behind this spindle, and there's a couple really tight together pulleys there. Where are you? There. Yeah, not the easiest restringing job, that. Alright, for Mr. Tipton. If your name's Mr. Tipton, you're fine with that. No problem. That's to connect it into a car Sharpie. Oh, just spilled a little bit of beer on my leg. That's not on. Yeah, it does give us a bit of an insight into the other side of the board now. How far do you go? So clearly that's a mechanism. Oh, ow. So some sort of mechanism here that's operated by the car, by the looks of it, that pushes a switch up maybe. Yeah, it looks like that pushes that, or does it pull that? Yeah, that's the car switchover switch here, I think. So the car kit goes in there, pushes that down. Ah, there it is, it's moved now. Pushes that down and engages the car operation. So it switches out the aerial, and it might switch out the power supply as well to let it be powered directly off the car. That's usually what happens on this type of set. What do we do? We're not going to do a restoration on this because it is a giveaway. Gotta sort this out. We need to make it so as it at least works. It's going to make a mess on my bench, innit? But let's chip away at some of this nastiness. I don't know if there was originally a metal holder there. This is the problem, you can't really see. Where's the vinegar even? The vinegar. You can hear that fizzing, can't you? That's got a lot of battery on it. You want chips for tea now? I've got the vinegar. I've got some nice part used vinegar you can have. You want something a bit more grunty to chip away at this. See, this looks like a bit of insulation here, but that looks like a bit of metal. We've got two rivets there, maybe. I don't know why we've got an insulation piece. Maybe that's insulating the positive from the actual case itself. Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? So I think the contact itself is actually 100% dissolved. Yeah, the contact I would say is 100% dissolved, really. I was saying that. I don't know. It's so bad I can't see. There's a brush for brass teeth. See, I think this is literally corrosion here. Yeah, that's ex-battery nastiness. Okay. So is this just ex-battery nastiness as well then? I think it might be. Let's get nasty with it. Yeah, it is. More. Look at that go. Okay, so that contact in the middle might be actually brass. That looks like a sort of battery stud in the middle there. I've got to be careful because, well, I haven't got to be careful because this insulation stuff is wrecked anyway by the looks of it. Let's get a bit more of the old juice on it. It's never-ending fizzing, isn't it? Well, it's looking better than it did. It is looking better. Let's have a bit of a tidy up. Certainly we can save the negative terminal, that's easy, but this positive one is another thing altogether. Anthony, how are you, mate? Just popped a listing on there for me from Etsy. That looks maybe slightly prouder than mine. Be worth a look, that, Anthony. Actually, Anthony just sent me that that image there, well, that link. This is going to make my bin stink, this, isn't it? 266 and 20 PF. 500 PF total. Oh God, this is really caked in. Thanks for that though, Auntie. That looks like that would be worth picking up. It looks like it's got a very slightly longer spindle than the ones I've got here. And length is everything with spindles. Yeah, just trying to chip away at this a little bit. Get an idea of what it looks like underneath. It might be worth grabbing one of those. Yeah, they are riveted. It's got two rivets and one screw in it, Joe. I'm just trying to reveal as much of it as I can so as we can see what it actually is, because at the moment it just looks like a barnacle on the side of a ship. It's really bad. As soon as I can uncover it a bit more, I'll get the overhead camera on it. Right, okay, that looks a bit better. You can sort of see roughly how it's made up now. Check that next lot of nastiness in the bin. Let's get Uncle Overhead in on the situation. How's that look? Maybe a bit close. Let's stick the light on. Stick the light on by. Let's see, get the gist of it. It looks like this reddish coloured stuff here is some sort of like paper insulator. This is our battery contact for the positive. It's not looking in great shape, is it? What I was trying to show you was the sandwiching in between. Can I get you in there? I don't know, this thing goes everywhere that you want, well, except where you want. Where is it? Where are you? Got the vinegar in the way. Let's get that out of the way for a minute. Okay, so can you see the battery terminal here. You see there's like two two bits of this. I think this is both bits of paper and it was one metal. No, so this looks like there's a sandwich of paper there, which is insulating this from the chassis. I'd have to drill out this. You can see there's two rivets here and down the bottom here. Where am I? Down the bottom, I believe, is a screw. I think that's a screw there. So that's not going to come out. And we've got two rivets. Does look like that was once nickel plated, doesn't it? I don't know how that's insulated. Yeah, I don't know how that's insulated. Let me see if I can the camera about a little bit more. See if I can find a different angle to shed a bit more light on it. Yeah. Not really. Do you get the gist? I think I'd have to drill out those rivets to find out what's actually underneath that. Well, that might be a bit better view. Let's have a look at that. I've got to go to studio mode to push the buttons. So I don't know whether those rivets, I wouldn't have thought they'd go through the metal bit. How would we put a battery terminal on top of that and insulate it from the chassis? That's the question. It's going to have the Dremel effect on it, definitely. Let's go in a bit closer. We do know the set works though, well on FM anyway, didn't really check anything else. Just got to sort the light out again a minute. I just can't figure out, I'm going to have to drill those out. That is a rivet on there, so it's basically three little brass rivets. Sod it, let's drill them out, shall we? Let's go for it. How are we doing on time? Because I literally have got to be done by 5 o'clock. I haven't got time, have I? I haven't got time to do that today. But that's going to take some resurrection, that is, to get that back from the dead. We need to see if we can get a polyvaricon that will fit it. That's not easy in itself because you can see it's potted in, there's wax poured on top of it. Very difficult to get to. In fact, nearly impossible to get. Well, I don't know. Just looking at the terminals on this one. So we've got 4 terminals on that side. And then these ones, I think, are folded up on each other. Yeah. You know, I think we've got a chance with this one, depending on what the spindle length's like. Now, I have even cut the spindles off before and used a longer screw and used the old spindle as a spacer. That's possible. I don't think this is out of the question to get going, but this might take some time to sort. I don't think this is going to be ready in time for Christmas Eve for the giveaway. I don't think so. You never know. You just never know. You know, there's still chance it could snow. Right, as I say, unfortunately I do have to be done by 5 today because I have got darts tonight. I've got to have a bit of a practice and have some tea and all sorts of things yet. Let's have a look, see if we can find where number 15 is then in the advent calendar. Number 15 then. Work faster. Yeah, I found that one, Bill. It needs more than the finger. Number 15. Screwdriver. Screwdriver? Oh, you mean underneath my screwdrivers? Yes, over there, over here. Oh, it is indeed a screwdriver, Graham. How did you know that? So we've got another one of those Allen key or hex drive, as they probably call it. I call it Allen key to fit in a bit driver. How about that? Nice. It's got to go in probably with the other one. I'll stick it in there for now. So there we are. We seem to have got a lot, and we haven't gone that far. Well, I suppose we're just over halfway now, aren't we? 15th, 10 days till Christmas Day. Is that 9 streams left, isn't it? Yeah, 9 streams left till Christmas. Dave Malik. We agree that Bob is heavily corroded. Bob, are you heavily corroded? I think we're going to need to put new metal in for sure. I've just got to work out a way of insulating that metal from the chassis. You know, it might be that we can tin this. I don't know. I don't know. There you are. So we got a Dornier GP was our latest sub, and that was yesterday, I believe. You're going to check, Bob, to see if you're heavily corroded. He's holding together pretty well. Christoph, how are you, mate? Rivets that look like archaeological artifacts from Roman times. Yeah. Let me just have a look, see what we're doing tomorrow. Let's have a look at what we are doing tomorrow. What have we got tomorrow? Can we mess about and move stuff around? We're supposed to be doing the Zenith Royal for Chris tomorrow. Then we've got the Curve Bug. Then another Sony one. This one could go in place of our speaker dummy load, which I don't think is going to happen. Let's shoehorn it in there for the moment. I'm going to put it in Friday in place of the speaker dummy load. Now, I don't believe it. I don't believe I've got darts this Friday. I think we've had the last game of the season. So potentially we can go a bit later. We'll start at 1600 Friday. and maybe go on to 19. We'll see. We'll do that as part 2. So this is our story so far. So this is today. Tomorrow we got the Zenith Royal 500. Wednesday we got the curve bug. I'm trying to think what something's happening Wednesday. I've got doctors, but I think I should be alright for that. Then if we stick this radio back in again on the Thursday, this Thursday, I have got darts Thursday. No, sorry. That's the other giveaway radio. Getting confused here. And then Friday we revisit this one. CBX I've not found yet. iPad Pro repair, that's definitely on. That's on. Ah, hang on, no. It's got to change. Xbox service, that one. Xbox service is going in Wednesday. Xbox service is going in Wednesday. So let's chuck the curve bug in there. We might not get to do the curve bug, but I'd like to show it at least. Yeah, that's got to go in. I've got to basically get that done Wednesday and then back to her on Thursday. It's only a case of stripping it down, really cleaning the gunk out of it. Maybe a little drop of fine oil on the fan. I'm not sure. It's supposed to be sealed bearings on them, isn't it? So we've still got movement to mess stuff around. Well, I've forgotten what we took out of there now. Oh, the speaker, yeah. I don't think that's going to happen, to be fair, because I haven't got the stuff to do it. I'd need to order in some big resistors and that, which I haven't got. And it's only increasing the expense. So we'll have to have a poll to see what your favourite stream of the year has been as well. We haven't done that before. We'll have to try a poll to see what everyone's favourite was for the year. I don't know how many things we've got outstanding. Certainly the Philips Volve radio, we're nearly there with that. That might go in here. We've got to finish the record player, and I'm still waiting on a stylus for that. Still waiting on a stylus for the record player. Wenlock, good morning to you, mate. No parts are falling off here. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Victor Meldrew at his finest. You off, Bob? Cheers, mate. we didn't offend you, Bob, did we? You weren't reversing to... It's my fault, Bob. You know what I'm like. You just can't take me anywhere. You can take me back to apologise after, that's all. There we are, people. That's it done for today. Hope you've enjoyed that. Don't forget, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. We have got a subscriber target, but I can't work out how to put that on yet. I've not quite worked that out. But, you know, it would be nice to get to our next... we ain't going to... I think we're about 400 off. I think, is it 8,000? I'm not really sure. There we are, people. I'll see you tomorrow, and be good and take care. Bye for now.